see them in champs so far.
I don't remember the name of all the foods, but like I had a lot of good meals.
But we are jumping straight into the pistol round. I'm sure we'll have plenty of time to break down all sorts of narratives circulating around these teams. But the big one is that EDG are under tremendous lot of pressure. They need to have a good, strong opening.
They absolutely
Neon
do. Those Chinese fans can be brutal.
and Clove.
EDG have seen so many other squads from China have success recently. They want a taste of that themselves again. FUT was stacking up over towards C at the start of this pistol round, and it looks like they're playing A towards a bit of a retake setup.
Just A rush. 20 seconds in.
Just in cases here, Simon's going to go for that plant. Full stick, nothing to push that away as well. Plant against the backside of the wall, holding the flash as well for backside fight with KangKang already in that spot and position.
EDG love to get aggressive on these Lotus post plants.
See if they've got anything to clear in the one-way fault line. And the paranoia, right clicks, a bit of panic settling in. G2 trying to cover it just over the shoulder as well. KangKang still alive.
I'll see alive right now.
Making sure that he can hold this one back, but already getting overwhelmed and swarmed by the FUT players with that front sight control. They've taken out almost everybody. Smoggy, last one to be alive here, and Crack sticking at the fuse.
Ooh, let's go, Smoggy. Let's go, brother. This round.
This EDG team needed.
That was a good clutch.
Great play there towards the end.
Yo, what up, Demon1 Quad? Welcome to how's your trip? My trip was amazing. Thank you.
Players super weak. It made the frenzy very useful in that spot. Nice Red Bull clutch that Smoggy pulls out early on. Like you said, very needed. Other than that, their post-plant aggression didn't really work. It looked like FUT's coordination on the retake was working as well. EDG needed someone to come up huge.
Smoggy was the man for the job.
I'll tell you in general, FUT love contacting around places. It's not a high utility composition that they're running here. You don't have the raise, you don't have the fade, you just got a breach.
Yeah.
And they normally save that utility for like big retakes or big executes, depending on what side they're on. So there's going to be a lot of raw gunfights happening. And when you have that kind of clash
timing
between teams like this, form is crazy important. Whether the EDG and FUT players are feeling it today and can access their full potential. And in terms of the peaks that we've seen, players in this server have just put on absolute God mode tournaments occasionally.
See if those individuals are firing off. EDG are making this one. It's quite cautious.
Just saying they get one here.
Around. Of course, they don't want to give away any lives unnecessarily. Cena gets at least 2 chances there to potentially rip off some heads, but he's back at the site here, and with only the sheriff in hand. Shouldn't be too much danger. Yeah, he's cleaned up, so EDG going for that plan at this point.
Those are hard. Hard shots to hit.
We've already kind of briefly mentioned how unorthodox these compositions are. These teams, you know, FUT and EDG, they have been playing it in their regions. It's not like we've seen this for the first time.
No, but we haven't seen them clash against each other.
Yeah.
EDG's comp, in my opinion, is really attack-sided. It's crazy attack-sided. And then when EDG go onto defense, they try to save up, get an operation in KangKang's hand, and they're like, would you mind winning us a few rounds with the op? Because the actual compositional setups are not that great on the defense. So I'm expecting EDG here to run up the scoreline at least to a comfortable level for them. And if they don't, they might be in a bit of trouble.
EDG just going to be going down to the spike here. So another one followed up by EDG, putting that second round on the board.
I also think it's really remarkable that, I mean, maybe it's not remarkable because they've got G2 and PaperX in their group, but the community had both of these teams as like
see the gun round.
percenters, 3rd and 4th in the group. Only 25% of people thought that they were going to exit the group, basically, for both of these teams. I think this group could be rife for upsets. PaperX is waiting. Whoever loses this, I don't think PaperX has an enormous edge over either of these two teams, but neither of them
I want to
wanna
eat
be
more.
in that
I'm
position.
so hungry.
Yeah, looking to grab a win nice and early in their group here. Bonus round for EDG. Definitely a lot of danger towards it. Big stack and group up by the FUT players. A fault line and a paranoia gives them access to that A-Robble control. Might be looking to cement it, but already you've seen a fast pivot and EDG just trying to play off of that.
What a whiff.
A lot of util being used. EDG barely alive.
What?
Still applying, and he's
Yo, he is full stunned. He kills them.
Played off of this guy is electric right now.
What the fuck?
Anchoring player, stalwart defender.
That's a skin. That's a skin aura right there.
Looking their wounds, I think, looking for
Damn.
options and ways back into this round.
Already I can tell that FUT have been watching the VODs. That aftershock comes out from Simon every time, and EDG made sure his trips did not get broken by it. That was massive.
And now FUT just hold, waiting for it. Signs of life contact, the head's just peeking up and over. Ripped clean off.
Such a clean round, and so important for FUT to showcase early on in this defense half that they can hold on to a site when there's only one player and, you know, a flood coming through.
Like the new champs? I've not even tried it yet. Or I mean, I tried it for like the video thingy, but
To be honest, Kang should probably be
that's pretty good.
in that kind of situation,
Solid.
but if EDG's hitting, I guess the stun is cosmetic. But yeah, pay attention to where these trips are, because Simon's aftershock is supposed to break those trips.
Yo, relax, brother.
EDG is putting them down in spots that'll avoid that.
Relax, brother. This is groups.
Considering
The stakes are at the lowest right now. Relax, brother. Not that serious. I don't think I even fucking screamed after I won the major.
It's gonna be a mistake for FUT to
I think the most I did was smile or some shit.
It's much better in those spots.
Yeah.
Relax, brother.
Like we were already talking about, I mean, the utility that FUT have to work with, it's pretty low. In terms of if you're trying to go, you know, pound for pound against this composition that EDG have, you know, the double initiator, the duelist. Neon stuns are just brutal for trying to find that one early. And a contact reclear is called here by FUT. Had a captain just hold into one line. EDG.
He's got a good idea.
Very good idea. Just sees the jiggle as well, but already gives.
Is that his animation? Does he like scream all the time after everything? Is he gonna scream here?
Weaving, dodging EDG only with the two before the trade comes through. Still, two left to stand here for FUT, and that does give them chances and opportunities, but they want to make their way back over towards A now. EDG. Chichu didn't give up that position earlier, so just holding on to that A control for most of the round gives them that option.
It's a nice call. Coming back over.
We have the Oxy animation, Aspas animation.
Might have an opportunity. Shut down.
Yeah, crosshair placement.
I forgot who else had animations.
And that should.
It's been a while since I did any watch parties.
We'll have to be keeping an eye on these kind of mid-round calls that are going on for EDG. I feel like a lot of the time things are extremely hectic in the EDG camp, especially since they've decided to bench Howdong, put him into the sixth man assistant coach kind of vibe, and bring nobody in to make a lot of the calls for them.
Max is trying to make a go at this. I don't really understand the logic behind it.
Probably needs his weapon.
Yeah, he really does. He's got no money to buy another one. The rest of his team does, so he's going to get out of there. Not going to get punished for the Q risk trying to make that attempt. But you're right, you know, EDG, there's been even comments from themselves. You know, I was talking about Yinsu ahead of this match as well, just trying to get that extra information heading into it about EDG. But, you know, even Kangkang was talking about how they get chaotic in the mid-round sometimes. They lose track of, you know,
okay,
what
EDG
they should be making.
working good so far.
It's a little bit messy.
That doesn't surprise me.
That's a
whatsoever
thick
when
keyboard.
you've got a player who's known for his unorthodox plays and strange read on the game and feast or famine play style, and you put him into an IGL position. But it feels like Edward Gaming are just trying to figure out what their mentality is, what their ethos is, their style of play. All right. C-Ned's going to pick up an operator. Go to look for an early pick out here towards C. Got to imagine there's util to push it back.
Yeah, I mean, they have boatloads of it, but okay. Unscoped as well. That is
Oh my
so
God.
dangerous, near-sighted just by the Prowler. Was not broken up by
They
EDG.
dumped everything they had, and they have more for him.
Up towards the C-mound angle. Door's going to be even opened here, not even contested, at least with that Nightfall. Scatters its way across. There's no follow-up, though, with the wall in their face and the haunt. And the paranoia. Plenty more where that came from. EDG. Ghana and gain that access.
Oh, you guess let's go here. Oh.
They're going to come out unscathed. Need to get this plant down. Plenty of shots.
He liked them.
He's handed to C-Ned, but he's not quite grasping any of them. Damage done to Smoggy. Not quite the kill he was looking for, though. Still has the Blade Storm, so the retake potential
Oh, wow.
is there.
That was a hit.
No, that was a hit from earlier.
Decent go of it. Teams grouped up now. 5 versus 5 onto the retake. Backside control. Aim to be held. Kang to knock angle. Just down onto the ramp as well, but he needs to land it. Shot down with the
Oh
rest
my
of his
God,
team.
Kangkang with fucking
Just
everything.
firing through and followed through with the kills. Beautiful work.
Yo,
by
EDG are looking good, bro. Sheesh.
Very nicely done there. EDG, when I was watching them in China on this map, they love fighting aggressively in the post plant for waterfall control. This time, they planted, but they all stayed on site. They didn't push for an extra piece of map control, but they also didn't back off over to mound, which means it's massively important that you
Oh
stand your
wow,
ground,
he
hold
got
crossfire
too
in the
full
lead zone, and
blinded.
hit these important
There's
shots.
smoke.
It's a really
Who
crucial
am I
one
rooting
to
for
take
here?
out CNEDS.
EDG.
This is putting EDG well ahead now.
Direct defeated me, yeah. That's amazing.
See the rolling thunder. Simon holding on to it. And a captain's the only one to hold back this A approach. It's a weaker buy by FUT.
Yeah, the attack side operator is now coming out as well. Kangkang picking that up. They tend to play a lot slower when Kangkang is AWPing.
FUT just trying to abuse the
Holy
fact that there's no sentinel on the side of
fuck.
EDG, but Smoggy will
Yo,
happily
these guys are
fill the
fucking
role.
aimers,
With
dude.
the raw aim and gunfire. I mean,
I remember
listen,
watching the fucking China Grand Final.
the sheriffs are in the hands of these FUT players. They're demons with
Like
it.
I knew these guys are smoking them.
Safe pair of hands of Smoggy.
It's pretty nice for the next round. You now have Breach Ult, Clovault online. Smoggy
Yeah.
can go really deep off the back of it.
The last two players as well. Caught off into the corner.
What?
Wait, what the fuck?
He's giving it the lifeline.
How is this a
Chance
1v1?
opportunity that it's just opened Pride. Wide open, 5 health though to his name. It's a 1v1, isolated down in the blink of an eye. Expecting already the cross up from Smoggy to pre.
Oh wow.
But my God, did it get dangerous?
Can I get a replay on that 3K he got?
There's just a
That was
taster
insane.
of what this match.
Yo, Dirty. Thank you for the tier 1, appreciate it.
Operator already being just accosted off onto the corner.
Yeah, it's so hard against that fade dog.
Trying to get the hell out of there.
Oh,
He
sheesh.
does cover it.
I don't know about that one, Kong.
That
That was a bit brain dead.
away now, the rolling thunder of itself cracks. He lets it loose, lets it rip now. Everybody pushed up back into the corner, but cosmetic stuns is the nature of this
Yeah,
game sometimes.
the
Smoggy
breach
not
stuns
dead
are
yet.
just
Back
don't
into
do
the
anything
fight,
in this
but far
game.
from the side, instantly traded once more.
If you're stunned, it does absolutely nothing to you.
The pause, scatter.
You still fucking get one tap
Make their mark.
after stun.
Over towards the A side. CNED, he's fast onto it, but players up into his face as well, up and down the ropes. They're making this one dangerous and awkward. CNED's lucky to be alive.
Spike planted.
Bit of calm for once in the middle of the round. FUT
Here.
sure to play this one together. Holding just in case. Flank possibilities, but a contact peak, doubled up. Not quite ready for it. Seen it again, missing the shot. This is many opportunities now that he has missed. 2v3, EDG. Smoke in their face. Chichu could cross this one up as well. And for FUT, the
Yo,
pressure's on
tap the
them.
bomb
Flash
today or
this one,
tomorrow?
Captain low. Horns not seeing too much. Jumping peak. Swing is there. EDG finally, but Chichu contains. 1v1 and a tap. Issue is forced. Chichu though, ice cold. Backs away, knowing EDG is not playing towards this
Oh
one. and
wow.
there's a 1 round
Chichu.
out.
Chichu.
Beautiful work once more.
Gee.
4-piece to finish and wrap it up.
Ranked after? Maybe, we'll see.
Immaculately played clutch there by Jishu. He really had all of the info, knew exactly that EDG was just going to be tapping on that first one. There were so many missed opportunities there, though, from both teams. I'm talking about the form of the players and seeing which team's sharp. There were so many spots in that where there was missed opportunities. CNED probably should have died way earlier on if we're going to look at who had more chances to kill each other. But EDG continue this spiral up and onwards. Can't be stopped.
No. It's relentless. Nothing to break the horns either, so again, peace of mind granted to EDG. They're giving up that front section of A.
Tina's gotta wake
Looks
up.
like a bait and switch setup where CNED's designed to take contact.
He's gotta pop
dash
off
back
if
out, and then
FUT
play
wanna win.
in at a captain and EDG. Very similar to what he did on B. But this time, Kangkang's not even in the right area of the map to take that carrot on a stick. Poison carrot on a stick, I suppose it would be at that point.
Smoggy's task with just holding down the flank here. Following and cracks, not too much in terms of the weaponry that they're holding on to. Trick broken. Prowler out too. Just trying to bait out the potential of that trap play. Gliding and
Damn.
sliding Kangkang. Listen, he's not going to take no for an answer. He wants this sight and he wants it now.
They're just running around.
Brilliant way of using the neon movement there against the eco round. It's so difficult to hit sheriff shots when the neon's running at your face
Oh yeah.
and then wiggling around on the floor.
Smoggy?
Smoggy just catching that contact. and
Oh, he
playing
just
as
wants to
well. It's a little
peek.
bit disjointed here from the FUT attempt. It's not going to be able to get this one over the
Damn.
line here. For now, EDG are in full control, 7-1, and now is a great time to just to bring up, you know, talking about the pressure that they had. I think coming off the back of that Shanghai performance, obviously the expectation is going to be much heavier, I think, when it's in their home region playing that tournament. A few weeks back.
But they bombed.
They did bomb out.
I mean, yeah, they didn't even have one of their, ooh, they look good, but then they don't make it.
Yeah, it was completely flat.
It was extremely flat, and the Chinese fans wanted more, demanded more, and made
7-1? Sheesh.
heard. And so you got to expect that was one of the reasons why.
This is looking like the G2 match. They're just straight up owning them.
Ned tries to get value again.
And this time,
Oh, he liked them too.
Pluck Smoggy out of the picture, nice and easy.
And a wallbang through onto Simon there as well.
Yeah.
Look at the health, 15.
Unfortunate not to get a collat. But that is exactly what FUT were looking for, honestly. The first kills have not really been going their way. Prowler again in the face, with the op shot fired off. They now know exactly where CNED is. Kang scored up, chewed up. At least by the trap, fall in a bit of danger. The paranoia is good though, with that connection after shot. He's going to be dodged. He needs some help from the rest of his team, and the overdrive is just swatted away. Kang does not stand a chance, but Simon quick on the next approach. We'll trade it, slowing it down. Patience has to be played now because it's still a 2 versus 4 for EDG. Risks might need to be taken. Any chance of them winning this? Pre-fires onto the corner, 2 players into the pit, just holding it.
Ooh, timing? Chichu? Oh my god! Holy fuck, Chichu.
Simon, 15 health left, tagged up by the cam. Not long for this world, and so FUT
Jesus.
finally going to be able to get another one on the board up to that second round.
That was a crazy shot, I'm not gonna
Massively
lie.
important one for FUT. They're very, very good on Lotus, so don't get too worried about them just yet. But if they end up going down 8-1 and their economy's broken, doesn't matter how attack-sided EDG's comp is, at that point, you've set yourself up for a very, very rough ending to Lotus. So that's important, stabilizes the economy, gets them into a decent spot, and they know that CNED can find those opportunities with
Yo, who's the guy screaming, bro? Jesus.
Figure out where EDG might go next. And EDG are headed towards A on
Bro,
the
it's yelling.
classic rubble kind of fight again.
At this point pretty much being handed over for free. CNED again. He's going to make another go of things, isn't he? This is where he found success last time, just peeking through B main.
May catch nobody.
Jump spot. Does he
This is a free kill.
Pre-aims. Nobody though. Already crossed up onto the spot, barely a shoulder, but this time CNED is starting to hit. On fire with it.
That's so sharp. At some point, you got to imagine Kang is going to feel like he wants to go for the ego battle. It might be too late in this half, but certainly on defense.
Back towards the rubble with the TP here. There's other players though. Does he get that confirmation, Mr. Farland? Not liking what he saw. Smoggy on the meanwhile. He's making sure
He basically has a free bomb so if he just walks in.
He's got them a lot of control up towards C. Door opens up. EDG making the call here for the mid-round pivot. 40 seconds left. Stunned up. Mr. Farland has to let loose with it, but with Smoggy spotted, he might have just given the game away with only 36 seconds left. Had a captain. He's going to reinforce this site up. Still has a snake bite in his back pocket. Smokes are up as well.
To check my tracker.
Orb up to
Nothing.
respond.
I'm not checking the
All lined
tracker.
though. There's no molly at the feet, so EDG are going to be able to get into this one essentially for free.
Yo, Bonds, thank you for the tier 1 3 months. Appreciate it. What's up? How are you? I'm doing good. How are you?
Doesn't want to try and bait out any of that
Just came off a fight like 5 hours ago, 6 hours ago.
No spam. I think.
17-hour
Don't worry about
fight.
EDG pushing
Eesh.
waterfall. Like I said, they do that all the time in China.
Smokes placed, propped up. Kang. This one going to be dissipating though. Does need to be worried about it. Retaking with the op, never quite ideal. Kang. First casualty, Chicho's there, right through the wall. EDG is frying, farming, Cloudburst to try and get them into the site. And the last player left is Simon, overwhelmed.
Damn.
Too many targets to really overcome.
And suddenly,
You sleep
a
in the
map
fight?
where
I
EDG
slept like
were
4 hours,
fully in
yeah.
control, and now
A little
FUT
bit.
making a decent little comeback. Those 2 rounds, they might not look like much, but with how EDG's composition is so reliant on getting their economy flourishing and getting an
I
optic
can
on
sleeping.
the
Paper X for
defense
sleeping,
side,
that's for sure.
any kind of damage done here is going to add up. These last 2 rounds, crucially important. They make all the difference between a 7-5.
Yo, look, bro, relax.
And that's how
Even Cena is like, bro, relax. We're fucking losing, bro. Focus up.
beasting. He's got 12 kills.
Even your own teammate is like, bro, chill.
FUT has something to counteract it. Paranoia looks like it's pre-aimed just for the middle uncentred piece of the choke point. Fault line slows them down. TP through the back.
That's a good opener.
Around with the updraft. Seen it barely alive here. Still blinded up. Inside the cloudburst was the play inside of it. Chicha running and gunning. Reign Supreme wins out the day.
Yeah, that's hard for
You're
Cena.
hard committed into this spot, son, and there is really no escape. But the captain will have shot from the side.
Oh,
again.
on breach?
Can't be denied.
Damn.
Just absolutely smashed them into dust.
Can we have a look at the stage? Did Cena just jump into Krax's chair for a moment
What
there?
happened there?
Possess his body, take him over. What are those two up shots? Coming out from a player that I've only ever seen with a rifle in hand. That's nasty. Krax was completely stuck. The door had not been pre-fired, so he was trying to use a classic to get through it. He's like, please let me escape, get me through the B. And he decided to turn, stand, and fight. But now EDG have those ults online.
Yep.
Now in the final round of the half, they've got massive tools to work with.
We've seen again the same fight taken. Valendo, oh my goodness, revealed up by the horn.
Hey,
Well,
may
needs to
fight.
get the hell out of their door in his face. TP through into the smoke and the bullets just won't connect into the end. EDG not to be denied that space, and they have a lot of ults to make usage of. Nightfall, primed and ready, finally let loose. Fallen drops the smoke. CNED anti-synergy almost, but the Blade Storm now the stuns connecting up. This is chaos.
Oh wow,
and
holy
anarchy
Yuto dump.
occurring
Holy
under-
Yuto
will
dump.
not save you, Kang, hunting them all down. Finally put
He could have got 3 there.
stop to all of it. Rolling Thunder does not deny the plan. Might be able to get at least put back into it. Nobody tucked to the corner, tight and close, and they still can't remove him. With the upgrade occurred finally. A trade online. Yet a Jado. No effect will reveal everybody's position into the 3v2, and with the fight isolated now to 2v2.
Choo-choo.
In through tree, Smoggy out wide.
Oh
and
wow,
that adjustment it
Smuggy's
is.
got both.
This guy is about to be receiving either a world of hurt. Might just win the round for him single-handedly. He's the one who's got to try and lock this one down already. Early fight taken.
Oh.
Almost lost out. Kang
What a
drops him
cage.
down to at least 11. A slight tuck into the corner. No way.
He dodged the
Dodges
bullets.
the bullets. This guy
Oh,
is
wow.
a fox in the pen, but he is going to be
Oh.
spotted and finally rooted out. So there's that first kill.
He could have turned that into
EDG,
something.
maybe to work with door again. Opened wide. Molly's a little bit
Ew.
delayed and laid out here. EDG are winning this one
Ew.
with a
All I've
massive
seen was
player
whiffs.
advantage. Mr. Fallen and seen it to do the most here, leaving it just down to Fallen. And now overwhelmed at the back. Knives are out
Damn.
and swinging. We are getting scrappy.
That's a major pistol round for EDG to be able to get. They played it really nicely, but there were so many spots there where a FUT player could have had impact. Yedajay tucked into the corner, couldn't do anything. Great shutdown from Kang. And then also Adacaptain, another spot where Kang probably should have died. He's vulnerable, swinging through, but Adacaptain can't get his weapon out in time. FUT letting that one slip a little, a fumble that they can't afford with only 4 rounds in the bag. EDG, this is perfect for them. Again, their defense strategy revolves around getting an op into Kang's hands. Winning the pistol,
Smuggy's
you're
feeling
loving
it.
that.
Yeah,
You're going to be able to get
absolutely.
your economy blooming, flourishing.
Unclove too? Sheesh. Get him some ecos here.
We'll make a go of things here. Slow spread default into the Rico. Maybe just aiming to hopefully farm up some ores. That's the trouble with their own composition as well. You can't even rely too much on the ultimates they've got available. Chichu, Paranoia, flies forwards. Couple of shots fired out as well. He's going to be blind himself. He needs some help and backup. Has arrived in the front, Kang, but he's swiftly dealt with. That was a rifle. Dropped down. Chichu, though, still a problem. And Smoggy happy to deliver the death blow from the side. Yedajay, classic in hand. There's enough to dismiss them, even just repping loud in the process, I guess, because they couldn't
This
make
is
it.
expensive for EDG.
Weapons down over towards rubble. If he had the spike, this would be a
Where
great
is he going?
situation to threaten that he was heading off elsewhere and go and try to pick one of those up. But like you said, where is he going? But where can he go? He has to be predictable here and go over towards A. He's just trying to orb max.
Yeah, of course, that really important neuro theft.
Hey, listen, on the attack side, it actually can win you some really important rounds, especially when you're playing against a no sentinel comp. He gets that down, he's going to figure out where the gaps are.
Alert timings here, but nobody's going to keep watching. Yeah, just for the smoke peek.
I think
All
the question more so than what is the neural theft going to do is,
I feel like Khan
what is a round
just ran in
gonna
there
do
and
at this
threw his
point?
life out.
There's 6 behind now. Not only do they
He
need
could have had
this
like more
one,
guns this round.
they need to then break the economy of EDG and start a spiral of their own. And FUT's comp, while they've had quite a lot of success with it, and it's been good for them, it's not an
Yo, there's
all-star
no way
comp. It's not like you
Samagi
have the
has a classic, a
Lockdown,
ghost right now.
and the Nightfall.
Your 20-8 player has a.
So this
Never
one's still
mind.
gonna be scrappy, still gonna be difficult for FUT, even
Never
if
mind, bro.
they get on a
Give
roll.
him a gun. I see on that ghost right now.
Really push back there on the EDG. Standard.
Give him the gun.
You're right. Rifles in the hands. This is where you really need to get going if you are FUT. You are being pressured like hell. EDG needs some support, needs some help. The squeeze is occurring, but heads to the side. Nobody really watching for him. Smoggy at least will get that trade.
Felt like EDG was calling for help. Ada Captain came back and got counter-called, and FUT went into C instead. EDG strung out
I
to
know you'd be
climb, but
asking
takes one
Owen
down.
for the gun.
EDG
I know.
like these kind of setups. It doesn't matter
Oh my god, let me get
if they're
that.
playing full retake every time, as if they have the entirety of the map control.
Time for mount control on a captain. Just needs to spot this one. Oh, they realize they flipped the
Plan
mount.
for mound?
Yeah.
You can't plan for mound when they're coming mound.
They already have control of it, but we're kind of being caught. It's a little bit easier now. Only one real direction to pay attention to. Smoke in their faces. Util's going to be exchanged. Aftershock in through the choke as well, and rifles reloaded. EDG just primed and ready. Without a kill. Finding it lacking that initiating power, I think, to even get themselves in already. Time
You just gotta
ticking away
save,
from
no
them with the
time.
spike, and with the position it's placed in as well, there is no more chances to win this one out. They're looking to do that economical damage, if possible.
Chishu did force.
You could just
this
save your
round,
gun
so
there
the
if you're
fact that he keeps
Smuggy.
that
I don't know why
rifle
you're
is
in.
going to be important for EDG. They can keep rifles up for round 16. At the moment, what we're seeing is EDG leave one site completely open and pushing heavily the other two. They're trying to condition this idea that they are always going to be pushing, even on the defense side. But FUT are finding the right reactions here, which is to go into the free area and play a post-plant setup where you have space somewhere else.
As long as EDG just make it incredibly obvious of what they're trying to push and fight over, FUT's decision making is going to get that much more easier here. Kankang though, push his way up, fault line, does catch. Off onto mound, he needs a little bit of help here. He's quite hard committed. They heard a TP, they think it's in the one way, but Farland's already crossed up.
FUT at this point can tell it's not the same as the previous rounds. Prowler's coming out A.
A peak call here by nobody. Side by side with Simon. Aftershock's there, takes a good timing with it right as the wall was going down, so FUT actually don't get any of that space, but on the opposite side of the map, that's Smoggy gone, taken out.
I mean, that's through a smoke, surely.
Not too sure, but a decision's now made here. Down to that 50-second mark, Chichu cuts it up onto the corner. Neurofair will wait this one out. They will spot him.
That's unlucky.
As a result, Chichu knowing he can't play there, repositions, backs away. EDG is split up though. They can't.
We're still hitting
it.
it?
Side, and with that util saved into the back pocket, rainy day.
Oh wow.
It's called for. FUT starting to barrel their way through and over onto the seaside. But
I'm surprised they still hit that bounce
30
site.
seconds now. EDG.
They need two over here.
Bodies into the fray, into the fight, but it's still that 3v5 and Cracks is not pushed back from that plant. Sounds into it, flash to at least get Chichu and playing inside. Cam up into his face, can land and adjust the shot in time. Seen there dropping him, full control towards the back of the site. Need a miracle from EDG, you need mistakes from FUT. Stun into the back, there's no swing attempt off of the back of this here. Almost lining up some sort of potential from nobody there, but FUT once more gonna walk away with another round.
Two,
string them together
brought it back a little.
on the board.
And you're seeing the weaknesses of EDG's composition on the defense
sleep
side.
right now,
There were
bro.
two players
Fighting
ready
to sleep,
anchor
bro.
the site, but they
Not
can't
falling
really
asleep.
do too much. Chishu's already used his paranoia to try to get out of the really uncomfortable spot he's in.
Hey, you've only spent one day watching me, that's crazy, Josh.
Came through fairly handy, didn't it?
It did help, yeah.
It also gave them an amazing paranoia that knew where both players were and blinded both of them too. FUT are back into this game.
Interesting. That is real interesting.
Oh,
Disguising where you put the
What a
cam so
kill.
that it survives for a little longer.
Yeah, it's a real interesting way to take that scene.
yo, what's up, June?
Early fight there.
How you doing?
Kang, I believe, had the marshal in hand. Just to see if he could potentially get that first kill advantage on their own half. By EDG have stacked this one with quite a lot of players. CNET is aware of the possibility, and even just pre-firing into tree Won't catch this guy
Oh,
sleeping.
wow.
Not
He's on
right now.
fire.
Yeah, he is popping off after a relatively slow beginning. Smoggy
Standing.
going for the peak.
You're
Don't
not
use
using
the
that
ult.
ult.
Yeah, do not use that one. Save that one for another round here. This is a close and shut case here for FUT.
If we want to talk about the ults just for a second, while Smoggy has his as well, it's going to be very difficult for Smoggy to find good opportunities to use that.
How are
If he
scrims
gets
going? What
picked in a
scrims,
spot
bro? I
like
haven't
this,
played in
even
2
if it's
weeks.
Rifles online 5v5. He can't sprint at FUT out through mount. So he's kind of got to save it for retake scenarios.
Yeah.
And what we saw from him on the attack side is often, if things are going well,
Pry open their minds.
well enough that you would want to use the ult, then you didn't need to use the ult. Kang finally gets up in hand. The economy damage that FUT did early on and the fact that they've been winning these rifle rounds has stopped Kang from getting that weapon
Dan's
that he's
waking up.
known for. He is a sniper at his heart. He's picking it up and playing over
Done
towards
7?
A.
Okay. Got a game in our hands.
The amount of targets that are going to be afforded to him at few and far between. It's only EDG, and he's not really going to be choosing to opt into that fight as well. The horns and the stun will push him away. Smoggy willing to disrespect control over towards C Mound.
I feel like you should just wait for sight here.
And a flash over the top. This is a beautiful takeaway. You need to kill Smoggy in this spot. He's getting away with murder right now. Only 4 bullets left, but will he opt into using the ult to get back into the fight? Doesn't look likely.
CNET's got 2 health.
That was
What
ugly.
a whiff from him after he's been playing so well this map.
Yeah, real scrappy.
Oh, they know
Real
he's there.
messy. Nice cue given away by the cage, and Simon gives up his life. This is all over the place at this point here, but FUT are still in that driving seat despite the damage done to CNET and Ada Captain.
EDG need a huge play from somebody now.
And Kang, 1 kill off of that. Question is it even enough? Farland, plant, stuck and committed.
Spike
Extension
planted.
now into the round, into the post plant.
I'm outta here.
Paranoia set up, Prowler as
This
well.
is so hard with
Gets the
taking with
confirmation
enough.
and acknowledgement, but a shot missed. Overdrive round to the side in the corner. No one to play off of it. In for the back end of sight, landing the
Oh,
ball.
wow, he made it work.
With 3, Nightfall is beautiful. Cracks.
He can't
Last
hear
one
you.
left.
Wow.
He is gone.
Sheesh.
They needed a miracle, and Kang delivered. Of course it was him.
That was a good round by
The
Kang.
op shot on the entry, the pop of the overdrive, following up off the back of his initiator utility, and dodging that breach ult. EDG got completely stuck there.
That was nice.
One enemy remaining.
Not a great post plant setup either from FUT, trying to play very heavy on-site against that Nightfall. Difficult to make that work. But there you go, as soon as you get the op into Kang's hand, suddenly the defense looks like it works.
It's value earned. EDG stem the bleeding for just a little bit here, and they still, of course, hold the advantage in terms of rounds. This time, adjusting and moving up that positioning. Kang hopping over towards C, wants to play in front of the Viper Orb.
And the cage did not defend the cam this time. It was broken. FUT are also jump peeking this at the start every time. They do that jump peek from on top of the boxes where you can just get your head over the top and see if there's an opper playing C.
In
They
the
decided to go
meantime,
A.
yeah, full control over towards A, but the question is, can they clear Chichu? Cloudburst.
Oh, wow, that's a
Going
good
away,
smoke.
Try and get your way and slip past into the side as well. Chichu still set up, still lands 2.
Wow, he got
My
2
goodness,
there.
He was under a tremendous amount of pressure. For EDG now, that lifeline is delivered, and this could be that 12th round that they were looking for. TP, evacuation, back and away, pit into the post, and Smoggy's fast, rapid into it, ult, not dead yet, he's back into the fray, back into the fight, pressing forwards,
What the
that is
fuck?
absurd. Sees though, connects onto the feet, and Ada Captain rooted to the side, needs that bailout fun, spraying and praying. Kang left alone now, in a 1v2, just the
Yo,
other
Kanga
in
has
his
an
hands. You might have
optic
to call
watch this.
one
This is
quits.
hard.
If he goes for it, he won't be able to buy an op again. EDG are at 11. They're already in the lead. You don't need to take risks like this and potentially lose a weapon that's so important for making your defense function. So as heartbreaking as it is, he's got to just let this one slip away. EDG is creeping.
He's hunting it out.
He's hearing.
Yeah, but the question is, will they be able to catch him? This guy is going to be lightning fast, getting all the way away from them here in the sound cues.
And
Got to
he's
keep the op.
Alright, come on, EDG.
That is absolutely...
Yeah, since since I woke up, I know it.
Nobody. the
A long
lack of
time.
coordination on that play is baffling for a team that has otherwise been playing fairly well.
Over 24 hours.
This push forwards, nobody's supposed to trade this, right? And
Yeah,
instead,
exactly.
nobody backs up and throws.
Smug
a
it through
seize.
them, I'm not gonna lie. That was
Get on
brain
the
dead
same page,
out of him.
please. If you're gonna be making a play like that, they're chuckling about it now. But this gap is lowered to 3, and they're on an eco.
A little bit of bite towards the round, at least the Guardian, the rifle, the up, but as you said, Josh, the gap is narrowing. Odin spam away from Fallen just to cover the retreat. CNED dash expended nice and early.
I think the reason that this composition works for EDG, though, is that they have good enough players. Someone gets them around. And in a situation like this, the economy doesn't look good, but FUT are going to be cautious, they're going to be slow, and EDG are going to be taking risks.
Yo, what's up, Captain? How you doing?
You will often see Thrifties converted in high-pressure moments like this.
EDG already trying to set themselves up to succeed. Looks like they wanted to commit to a push deep out here, up onto the site. This is full committal occurring. Nobody right into the back of the site. Classic in hand, and Chichu. This position right here could do some damage and potentially cause some
Got
harm.
nothing with that.
Really no worse for the wear here from the FUT players. They do survive and get that plant down for them.
Doing good at Messi champs. Me too, brother. Me too.
Difficult task ahead.
Let's go to sleep. No, man.
They really want to commit into this one.
Not sleeping, brother.
What can you save this one still with the gap closing? Swap around with the weaponry rifle now.
The teams are not good this year. I know. It's boring to watch.
Holds the approach.
Like very boring.
I
can see closing your eyes. The thing is, like, I'm not even closing them. They're closing on their own.
How do you get the op out?
That's the crazy part.
Deep into the pit, Simon.
I'm trying to keep them open.
Flicks it up to the side as well. Time
Ranked after. Red after.
At least the one kill, but a peak of the util is perfection. And right from behind.
Alright, can we get a timeout, EDG?
The op will not survive another day. Up to 9 now for
Get a timeout, man.
Just 2 rounds
Call
away
timeout.
from equalizing.
That's the risk of taking.
Oh, they got a KFC sponsoring that? Red Bull KFC? Damn.
You're unlikely to win. One player's coming in there
That's
without
crazy.
a weapon in hand. You don't want to use your big ultimate on Simon because you want to save that for the future. The same logic should apply to the op. So, all right, they don't have that to work with. Can they make the ult work for them?
Wow, no
Again,
timeout,
closest to 2.
Okay.
See, completely open. I mean, look at this. The defensive side has holes in it every single round.
Insanely as well, this hard read. I don't know if it is a hard read, but FUT just already.
What do you think the final will be? Well, Jingg for sure, and then second team, I don't know.
He can feel the pincer. They tried that move on him before.
Jingg Fnatic, maybe?
Pray for it this time. He survives and tries to play for his life.
So last time, they also planted towards Mound, didn't take any spawn or waterfall control.
Doing it again. This time trying to play for Manny here. So many footsteps here to Jay, you absolute madman. Paranoid up though, blinded, he needs some help, and bailout will be afforded and wrist played. Now as the squeeze is coming in, Rolling Thunder at least to lead that pressure. Smokey is ridiculous. Can't quite squeeze himself right through the doors. It just closes shut between him and the site. It's going to be flipped around once more. FUT though, only 2 of their players.
This is going to be hard to win.
Blooming and blossoming.
For EDG.
Are scrambling now. Players rummaging and rumbling towards the site. This is just absolutely absurd for Fallen to deal with. Damage done. Dodging and weaving. Phantom in hand. CNED last one left, but not for much longer.
I don't understand how FUT can have seen that exact idea come out from EDG before, recognize it in the first 10 seconds of the round, and decide to fight Mound control.
It's perplexing.
One more round.
Bonkers to me.
Yeah, pressure is settling in because EDG, I think, just need the one. As you already mentioned, it can come from any one of these.
These are fucking good, bro.
Be able to do so. CNED rips it away. Stun connecting though, and a bit of counter spam. Just the rifles in hand. That's nice work. Spike's going to be dropped down hard, committed and past that point of really no return. FUT though have to make some compromises. Yet a J opening this door with a paranoia.
Are you not full? No, bro. I was in Malaysia. I was eating so much food there.
This guy is a menace, and he is going to save the day, isn't he? Simon quick on their trail, right from behind. Will FUT make the same mistake again as the doors open wide? Gotta put the site, and this time they do plan towards it.
Yeah, now they're planting towards spawn. But Mr. Fallen doesn't feel confident about getting over there. He has a teleport. They've actually planted for spawn and playing waterfall, and no one's playing spawn.
Deep Sea's close, Haunt as well, smokes in their face, EDG, chances, nobody's them ready, and now the ult's let loose. This guy might have found that chance, follow the trail, and you might be rewarded just with the map win, but as it fades away, classic in hand, you gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding me!
Oh my god, he comes on to classic.
My god!
Damn.
That's how the map finishes!
He pushed him with the classic, right click.
EDG take FUT's pick of Lotus.
Wow.
Let's get to it then. EDG with a setup here, nice early haunt up and over the top. That's not going to be pre-aimed. I mean, I think it's supposed to be landing on top of the grate as well, but it ended up missing. And still getting the value here. Spam, shots fired right through the smoke. In through a short, jump spot not punished. Kang over the nade. Push them back and away on either side here. It's a battle on multiple fronts and a wrap around by Mr. Fallen. Unexpected. There's the footsteps. Pitter patter of it.
Wow.
Simon.
Turn around.
Another one coming though.
But yeah, Fallen. A lot of areas to look for.
He listened.
Just can't quite manage
He listened to me.
get a handle on any of them. At this point here, pistol round.
You're welcome.
Distant dream for this team. They got CNED and the EDG still holding standby. With that fight lost, really no chance in hell. CNED would have to toggle. But the players' positions, EDG not giving anything away. Just a slight jiggle and Simon, he squares up to him. Enough to deliver that final blow. Bullet to the brain. And a pistol round again gained here for EDG.
Nice one from EDG. They kept it fairly simple. That horn lineup, actually, that is where that's supposed to land. Simon throws that one all the time. It is weird because you can throw one on top of the grate.
That rapper sound? My
But the
bad.
fact that FUT weren't ready for it
I was just playing with it.
is a bit of a worrying sign for the Turkish team.
Red
Because,
flag raised.
yeah, because that's the one that Simon throws every single time on this map. And so if you're not ready to pre-aim that, you're probably not ready for a lot of the other stuff they're going to
Jesus, he fucking
It's probably
screamed.
not a map that you've done a lot of anti on coming into this match.
He was gone for 2 weeks.
Because
I was
the
in
middle
Malaysia
of the
for
map
2
pool
weeks.
For both of these teams are very similar. It could have been Bind, Sunset, Icebox, any of those maps that EDG ended up picking.
Nobody just needs to survive with this rifle into his hands as well. He's got plenty
Oh,
of
this was
players
hard.
that are trying to bring him down with a
That was
horn,
hard.
him out. So offsets and hands that rifle. Here's the adjustment and reaction out of EDG. Quick to
Chichu could
take
go down
this
here as well.
space. Okay. It's already into their faces. Chichu could have gone down, but now he's going to be trying to sink this one. CNED running them down with a shorty. Kang, quick to respond. Dropping all of them. Bulldog here. It had a captain's grasp, but 2v3, you're smoked off. Horn's going to be available in at least 4 seconds, but predictable with the pathing, so EDG get the sightline set on it.
Ada Captain should want this Bulldog to remain out of EDG's hands. If they go for this and they die and it's recoverable,
Enemy remaining.
that's a problem.
Kang eager to hunt down these kills as well. Built up 3 already.
They're gonna
Spike's
leave.
ticking, yeah, you got to respect that one now at this point, but already steadily building up towards that ult. 4 away, you got to think, you farm up some quick orbs. If FUT were giving up extremity control that easily from what
You
we
feel a
saw
difference
this
between
round.
the HDS and Razor Signature Edition?
A bit of damage done there.
The Razor one
They're
feels a
gonna
little
be able to take
smaller.
One less gun into this next round. Somebody's going to have to go on.
I prefer that.
But they'll still
Like
be
the hump on the
fine.
back of the
Still
mouse
a
feels smaller.
Pretty dangerous bonus.
I like that.
Yield my call.
Kankan at the moment is finding a lot of value out of the Sheriff. He's just running around body shotting everybody.
Enemy remaining.
He's finding value from it.
Yeah. He's sitting at the top, so bonus round.
Tried to find the mouse.
Trying to
Yeah, it
convert
was
as
too
well.
late. The cheater, I think.
Good start.
I was too small. The
Should've
Tiger
went.
one was decent.
Sees nade held here, but really, what's the contact? EDG already going to be offloading that one. There's a mosh pit through the TP, not much else behind it. EDG are happy to wait most of this out. Dizzy up and over the top. Nade rebounds. Smokey's all the way in there as well. At least the first point of the contact. Rifles though, that is ridiculous. The Turkish aim classic
Damn.
rears its head for a flawless
Phantom skin sounds nice.
shutdown at a bonus round.
Very nicely done there from FUT. EDG are going to mostly be running when they exec A, 4-1 execs. They have Chishu, late backstab showers, and the other 4 come down short. Slightly different how other teams do it. A lot of other teams will be running their fade kind of coming through showers like Simon did this time. It's not standard for EDG. But FUT dealt with it all the same. No problems whatsoever. But that was a weaker buy. And arguably the site that FUT are looking to lock down the heaviest. They've got 3 players on A defending.
Как дела? Хорошо. Как у вас дела?
Right alone alone over here on the B side of the map.
Bro, asleep right now.
Very much alone.
Falling asleep slowly. That sugar did not help, bro.
On the AWP pickup.
That was like 60 grams of sugar right there.
Proud
That did
group
nothing
wants
on
to
me.
use to try and take that B-long control mosh pit on top of it. Nobody just making sure that they can hold on and take that space there. Chichu is also trying to feign like there could be the potential of the lurk, but it does lock two of the players at least onto that angle on FUT side. Wrapping all the way around. Is nobody going to try and sell a fake here? What's the play?
I think the fake might be on B here, actually, and then they go through the teleport. Just judging by where Chishu is.
They don't have that prior showers control, and someone's going to have to break that.
That's not bad, though. I mean, knowing that there's two players over there, Krax is still going to rotate, though. He smells a rat.
Yeah, he feels it, doesn't he? With them losing that showers control, here's the TP now. FUT going to be asked the question, can they hold this one back? Nade's already rebounded nice and early with the C's, good connection.
Bro, watching this map is just as boring as playing it. Like,
not able to get out of dodge as the horn wasn't
even spectating is so fucking
a
boring.
little bit of control of this one. EDG will have to respond, and he will do so. Wrapping it all the way through. Beautiful control with a rifle. Smoggy trying to go straight back at him. Blow for blow into the 1v1. Time getting against him. Kang gonna get this spike planted down.
He gets
But that puts
showstopper.
it online. Showstopper here and ready. Satchel's away still with a rifle. Now lets it loose.
Rizzo?
You've got to be fearing for
Rizzo?
your life. Not a sound, mate. Not a peep. Doesn't want to give anything away. Just has to wait this one out along with the.
I don't know why he ulted.
Corner
I'm not gonna lie.
misjudged by Kang.
Should have saved it a little longer.
In the end, but he does reposition with it now.
That was a throw.
Hello, stick in this. Half reveal.
Pros don't fake.
But
Wow.
bullets to the dome. Enough to deliver that
Good
first
clutch.
round now for EDG.
It's Kang there who wins the clutch. A little fortunate that he had that showstopper, because otherwise, Ada Captain was breathing down his neck. But it's not Kang really that secures the round for them. The Smoggy 3K, it just comes out of nowhere. Smoggy over here, being able to get the kill onto CNED is fair enough. But then, beautiful
Oh, what a
1v2
2K.
onto Mr. Fallen and Krax. And that makes the round winnable for EDG. Otherwise, FUT had the read. Their macro play was better.
Viper's Pit online now for FUT as well. Should make it a little bit less complicated for the defensive calling. That has been a problem, as you've already highlighted.
It's the
Macro's been
rifling,
good.
really.
Yeah. Winning the fights out.
Yeah, rifling and also some of the micro stuff.
Now the captain is hyper committed. Over towards that B-long angle. Cena just watching too. That's a nade used relatively early. So no
That was a
way,
pointless
to be
nade.
honest. I mean, EDG, you have to just sidestep it out. A bit of spam though, and bullets, you can't really disrespect that. And here's an attempt that he executes a mosh over the top. It actually cancels the ult. Mr. Fallen loses control of it. The Thrash will get a second round of things as long as he waits it out. 7 seconds and counting, but EDG going a bit slow and now attempting to speed it up. The tempo increased. That popping from
Insane
Kang.
satchel.
No results found. Rifles in the hands of FUT. They want to put a stop to this one. The battle lines are drawn into the sand with the TPs here. And now a Thrash as well to try and at least collect a few more. No, broken just before it can step past it.
Two spotted though, I think.
Yeah, and Chichu and Smoggy. The positions are noted now. Just down to Smoggy. 41 health and the pre-aim onto the ankle. EDG.
Not a fan of that hookah flood from EDG. I think working the outsides of the map, making sure that they have B-long control is going to be crucial, critical against the way that FUT are playing. The defensive setups are remarkably good actually from FUT. This is the first time, well, not the first time, but this is, you know, a different composition to what they've played most recently. Almost all the time they've been playing this KO Gecko comp, where you're using the flashes actually to initiate off the back of. Here, FUT have to hold their ground a bit more and work that space denial utility, the mollies, the walls. Slow pace to open this round out.
Yeah, EDG just going to be focusing on farming up the ults.
And I think the outsides of the map should be favored to EDG. The way that they're defaulting at the moment, it's kind of like 2-1-2 approach.
Chichu even just going for a couple of peeks down A short. Now, there's not too many
So slow
chances in
round.
this round for EDG, but with the more
Let's look
map
how
plays,
boring this map
the
is.
more I might
This
start
map would fucking put me
they're
to
working the
sleep.
pistols. Smokes are now down and out. That's going to commit towards the mollies. The Dizzy did not get broken in time, so we're going to be pushed out of the back of the site here, but he's still EDG forced to respect most of the mollies coming their way. Plant from Simon is committed. The Cease does connect, but there's nothing else again to follow up with this one. So we see that extension into the post.
Seen them had a need if they
Go at
waited.
the rifles, but again, that might not stop EDG.
Satchel at boring, I know.
Dizzy, Satchel, up and over now with a showstopper pre-fired. He was just following the trails there, and the rifle spray down. Kang.
Hella fucking boring.
Pressure, falling, sticking, have onto the defuse. Needs to be something to offload and push this one back, but sticking it all the way to safety.
What?
Despite the kills that are flooding in from EDG, damage definitely done to the economy.
Wait, what?
FUT will be happy to walk away.
How did they win? I thought
Absolutely
EDG won that.
But FUT should not have allowed it to get that close.
What the
They
fuck?
also would have liked to win that round without having to use the showstopper, because now they have an enormous ult disadvantage heading into the rifle round. So I think all in all,
Oh, the
even though
yeah,
scoreboard
Gecko,
disagree, that's a
Gecko
bit of a
guy.
win for Edward Gaming.
Yeah.
EDG's ults in
Damn.
particular are the thing to be paying attention to here, but also a massive clash over towards Sand.
Yeah, this one is about to be a brawl in the skirmish. Prowler disrespected EDG.
Yo, he fucking left him.
Thrash just biting at the heels there.
That Viper
He's gonna
swung
be
and then his
contained
boy
by
left his
one
ass.
strike collected,
He was
slowed
like,
to a crawl, and
peace.
no more. Brought down. Not expecting this though. Mr. Fallen just anchoring, holding it down, locked down the position, but finally struck from behind. But it's a little bit too late here for Smoggy. Brings it to that 1v2 with the Spiker hard committed into the site. Again, hard task ahead of him.
True, older gun, bro.
Corners, doubled up is all it takes from FUT, that discipline.
Anyone have any splints? I may have down to my
It's
feet.
tough to criticize, but I think EDG, I mean, they're going to take attack time out. GL roll step up for EDG.
Finance and third, boring true.
EDG opted into the attack side operator here for Kang. This is, they do pull this out from time to time. The footage I've watched, the trouble is they sometimes don't really know what to do with themselves when they're not offered these easy pickoffs.
They do tend to play quite a bit slower with Kang's op, but
Okay.
immediately it finds value.
Yeah, it gets it straight down. Almost to get at him out. A short. And with EDG gone as well, at this point, could make a few plays, but risks have to be played here by FUT as well. Seeking to offset the disadvantage.
Oh wow,
He's
Choo
almost there, man.
How did he whiff that?
Almost good enough, just dancing around the bullets for a moment, but
Ew.
just reset the aim in time.
I like
gonna
the
stream
call
some
here
more,
to drive it
probably.
quickly into B. Mr. Fallen's got to realize quickly that that's what's going on. Captain might be screwed
Yeah,
here.
he's fully revealed up here. There's too much to deal with the Dizzy overloading him. Damage done potentially through the bodies.
You
as well.
enjoyed
He's
Malaysia?
quickest to
Malaysia
fall in,
was
but
fucking
again,
fire.
tip-tap of the
I loved it
rifles.
there.
Tip-tap of the shoes as well. Great movement from the EDG players. Enough to survive into this one here. Kang will lock down that sight line. Nobody to be able to step past that one. Elbow control has been given up. CNED might be the playmaker. No, brought down to his knees. So just the one and it's cracks. They seem to be acutely aware exactly where he might be playing from. Chooses to back away. Knows it's an impossibility.
Bit of a misread from Mr. Fallen. He thought that the EDG team was going to react by going down short, the player where they just managed to take down EDG. He was running over to the A side to try to reinforce that spot, didn't realize everyone on EDG barreling towards B. Nice call, right when we were just talking about the macro, nobody needing to find his moments. Mid-round in there ended up working quite nicely. A reaction to those two players pushing out showers.
Let's take a look at this one. Ah, beautiful.
Did you need the headshot?
Yeah. All off the back of that one.
One enemy
So when EDG do get those opening pickoffs with Kang, the operated play.
Am I gonna sleep out of this match? Of
Work out
course.
for them.
First three gameplay watch already
Now
boring.
by a little bit all over the place. You know, you
Ah.
see that he's got this outlaw. You'd have to be precise with it. So you get
I'll just watch
a
for
little bit of
now.
value. Horn's not broken.
Play some other
You
day.
know that Showers has given up, but the
I got
timing's
no
off.
energy to
FUT
fight.
Trying to make sure that they crunch that one. Some mosh pit through. Alongside the C's nade, it's all committed nice and early. That's a lot of big tools that FUT would like to use to try and stunt and stop a fast exec. Not that's really any time coming soon with EDG playing his attack side op.
No, they're going to be slow. They're going to be looking for picks. And FUT at some point may peek for info. Similar to how EDG was going for that jump peek, he'll have thought he was safe there, trying to take the safer option in the previous round. But of course, there's only so many ways that you can grab info without facing your body into a dangerous spot. EDG is working his way forwards again. What a risk.
Yeah, super risky. Just don't know where this operator's going to be, and not just that, you don't know where the players are going to be.
Viper left.
There with a punish.
Go Chichu.
Think twice about it. EDG going to be paying with his life yet again. Cracks. Is he going to play spoiler inside the smoke? Has to dodge most of the util coming his way, including the bullets. Nobody with the plan as well. Here's that reload, but sprays away and does reveal his position. Seen it up and over the top. He's praying that a head will be revealed to him, but nobody graceful enough to oblige. So this lamps controls the aim of the game here for EDG. Horn.
It's taking forever.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's only been like an hour and a half or something. Oh, like, yeah. Let's hope this is a quick 2 hour.
The wall gives him that cover. Kang full running. Get the hell out of here. It's a ridiculous adjustment, and Simon's still locking down control. FUT have no more chances available to them, and CNED has to concede the space, has to concede the round.
FUT are giving away too many early kills. I mean, EDG in this round.
That's not One Piece, never watched.
Egregious risk, I think. Getting caught by Shishu. But then also, what a whiff from AdaCaptain coming around the back as well. There are opportunities for FUT to be able to get back into these rounds, or to, you know, just stabilize and not give away the advantages at the beginning. But EDG are playing patiently, playing slowly
after the match.
And it's getting so much value because FUT are getting antsy, and it's forcing mistakes out of them. Maybe not even forcing mistakes out of them necessarily. It's just the sheer lack of information.
Damn, that was loud.
FUT make the unforced error. We haven't seen a CNED Kang sniper battle yet today.
Yeah, not quite blessed with it. Might be coming up soon though. Both players in position. Much harder shot to land though. Warden to the face of CNED. You do not want to be peeking through that one.
Say about to run through that Viper wall.
Looks his way up. Chichi was already there, way ahead of him.
Chichi is fast.
Sure to cover. Firepower's there. First picks. Slow and steady as you go for EDG. So far it's worked out in their favor. Just
he legged them.
Leg. Damage done to Cracks. Drops him down to 5 HP.
AdaCaptain incentivized to go aggressive. In a round like this, you got to take risks. It's not similar to the previous, where you wanted to minimize.
Yeah, what's up, the reef?
EDG putting a slow squeeze on FUT right now.
Welcome home, appreciate that.
Both prowlers going to be committed. They know that there's at least some presence out towards the hook angle. Util going to be used to push them back here. And the captain is very much alone in this spot, without too much to work with. Another round where EDG to get this plant down. Ults are really starting to become a problem soon as well.
Yeah, massive issue. I was wondering if Kang would even get the plant here, actually, to get his showstopper online, but I'm pretty sure he feels comfortable being able to pick up an ult orb. Captain going for a dance, seeing if he can get any closer to a range where the Stinger's favored.
He'll advise, though, to really just tango with this guy, Kang. Again, just so keen to lock down those angles, earns up.
Damn, ever since they got the op out, they're just winning.
Now too. Nobody.
So they needed the op.
Thrash, one away from the orbital strike as well for Smoggy. EDG, at this point, are primed and ready to run away with a half.
Yeah, I think this should be them dominantly winning the half here. The last 2 rounds. They do have to drag some ults out of FUT. I mean, last time
game's over soon.
Towards short. EDG might want to either have some counterplay around that, go in the opposite direction. We can see that EDG.
Did you guys miss him?
Up and pit B long.
Did he grow yet, Chad? I came back and he didn't grow at all. He's just as small as he was.
But it's exchanged evenly. 4 versus 4 now, and with that play being made, you could call for the fast pivot if you are EDG. Simon, this time though, choosing the creep and crawl his way in for his showers, taking back that control. Swapping it around with the weaponry, no noise made. Control gained, and as EDG just seeks to get that mid-round information, he will be punished out of captain. Molly has to rebound, and they know exactly where it is. It's blood in the water.
Me, I'm falling asleep. I fell asleep like twice during the already. Yeah.
Another situation where EDG gets punished going for that. And EDG's ults.
I'm starving. I ate the entire pizza. Well, your salad's in the
Their economy's in shambles. They're about to enter the final round and a half. They need 5 rounds.
Yeah, you went 2 weeks without salad that much.
Ever since EDG slowed things down, FUT have had no answer. Their
What's his name?
ability to
Fnatic
gain
Leo.
information on the defense side here has not been through coordinated utility.
This is Leo right here. He's taking a break
It's just been peeking in.
from
And I think that's
Fnatic.
because EDG have been doing so much
Yeah.
contacting.
This is why he
They're
changed.
contacting around the map.
Why
With
he's really.
Kangkang's operator as the tip of the spear.
You already know that's a bad idea. Money is blooming and blossoming. I mean, Kangkang does not care about giving his own life away. He just wants to take the guns away from FUT themselves. With nobody dropped as well. I believe he has his ult
No, I saw
online.
the picture.
If CNED had the money at any point in this half, a defense side op would actually be a good idea. But he's never had the economy to get one online. It's a great kill from Smoggy. If that
This
put
game-
down on
this
trade,
match just became
maybe
unboring the moment he
round's
came
a
in.
little different, but to be
I was
honest,
falling asleep.
all look like EDG in control.
Yeah.
They're going to be running at you
3-2
with flash
against
and
EDG.
orbital strike and
And
then
then
hitting the post.
FUT
It's
versus
going to be
Paper
so
X.
tough.
I
Put
hope.
yourself in an awful spot.
I want paper
Money's
X.
at the point now where EDG, look at him. I mean, he's flexing his wealth. He's swapping around the weaponry like nobody's business. Rifle at your
They
feet.
might.
You get an
It'll,
ult.
it'll probably be like EDG against Paper X in the lower
They are
finals
grouped up
because
fully over towards A here.
you two are
EDG
smoking EDG.
Potentially thinking about
And then
picking up
Paper
the
X will
punish
probably beat
mental hit
FUT.
if it was laid down by EDG, but he's nowhere near this A side.
Yeah, they're owning.
That gives free ground for EDG. Smokes are down. Thrash now going to be used. Orbital strike to clear just out that potential player. Snake bite up and around to the side here. There is no showers control for EDG. That is it in the danger zone. Plant down now. Nobody going to be aiming to get that one, but it's pre-fired down and away. And a bit preemptive here from EDG.
Oh, yes.
Very much so.
Yeah.
It's going to stop them from
Getting ready.
controlling really important sightlines. It's going to make it much easier for FUT to deny plant.
And the A side is just entirely split up in twine.
If they go through the teleporter,
Ah,
you
he's
get
He's
biting
been
you.
biting me. He's been biting me.
It's really where it gets awkward. Start to see the untwisted nature of these compositions as well, because I mean hesitancy.
This one was pretty
right
good.
now is looking like a bit of
Have a break.
uncertainty of what to do into this.
I
spot.
just
They
rushed
know
into
that
it.
showers is a problem.
Oh.
They can't quite clear it again. Nobody going to go for a second round of things. Wingman back online. Nightfall called, but want to fight. This time held down.
Yeah,
as
I
the
thought it
rifle's
was
in
gonna be
hand.
like
Running and
pieces,
gunning
but
out
like
a
he just
captain. Brings down nobody.
take
Right
pieces
from
out of
behind
it.
though, Smoggy strikes back, and one left alone. It's EDG. Once more asked to do way too much. They
Oh,
don't
come
even
on.
want the
8-4
ace. Taking
half.
it-
Come on.
Okay, I mean TP.
That's so tragic from EDG's point of view. He was in hookah the entire round. If
I know,
only
it
he'd
was
waited
very
there,
good.
maybe he could have caught Kangkang, but of course he rotated.
Spike planted.
He is going to be unexpected. Having said that, Smoggy's watching.
Yeah, he is. Might have even spotted him there.
I'm gonna lie.
Unorthodox angle. EDG's got a lot to clear.
Oh.
To clear, not enough.
gonna say
Not
no,
just with the
doesn't,
bulldog
but
in his
makes
hand.
sense.
So an 8-4 finish.
Gone here.
Yeah, it's like how last time I came from Japan, and now I was sick. Now you're sick from Malaysia, from the airport.
Yeah, it's always the
He
airport.
did get the
I
one.
wore a
You're
mask.
fine up until
What's
after the
reaction?
airport.
Yeah, I wore a
Make
mask.
their way over towards B, but the spike is, I guess, different ideas about it. Mr. Fallen's
Yeah.
moving in a different direction. They know that A is completely opened up here with the TPs heard and called. EDG now have lost all semblance of map control.
Is this chocolate edible?
And FUT
This
planted
one right
the
here.
backside.
Show her.
You can see me.
Flipping the map in a way that they really struggled to on Lotus, but here on Bind,
I think I can
understanding how important that is. Krax is in a great position to backstab, as the rest of EDG
Oh.
should be focused on going down short.
You can hear the footsteps. Fallen catches it, sees the two of them. Mosh still available, ready and waiting for this, and striking from behind, Cracks. Happy to deliver the death blow, at least the Chichu flashes in util, a little bit too much to overcome, tapping away with a ghost in hand. Smoggy is crouching for dear
this is
life,
gonna
and
be a
even just
long
returns
game.
the fire himself. 2v3 now.
Oh, why
More where
can't
that
it be
came from.
over?
Time starting to get away from them,
I
and a
have the watch
captain.
party. If all you do is
Again, we'll
why
load them
can't
back.
this be?
Both of these teams are boring, mid as fuck, boring as fuck. I don't know.
Yeah.
They needed that if
Yeah.
there was any chance of coming back into Bind, pushing things to sunset, which would also be
Yeah.
a brutal map for
Especially
FUT.
this one.
I think it's probably
Wow,
EDG's
that is a
best,
bright pink
the decider here.
keyboard.
A nice opener from CNED. That one starts to get the job done.
Give him
CNED
energy.
himself is going to pick up a Vandal heading into the next
Oh.
round too. And EDG
Your
full stacking
chat,
the
you're
B
like-
site. Now when I said
Been
earlier
2
that
weeks.
their B
Give
defense
me a
is
week,
good,
I'll be
this is
back.
not the
Oh my
standard.
god! Wow,
But I think their B
guys,
defense
that
is
was
going to be
so
pretty potent
crazy.
here.
Rub it up
Does
more.
that mean you're mid since more
Trying
mid
to take
since
that
you
fight
didn't
straight
call
up.
off?
Yeah, I was gonna say say something about
Obviously.
that, but I didn't
Obviously
wanna,
I'm
I was
not
gonna be like, where the fuck are
Getting up
you?
these
But then,
angles out of
like,
captain.
I'm-
Molly at the feet of many of them. Smoggy, hello. That was just not coordinated in the slightest.
Obviously,
Out of
Josh.
captain. He's having a field day. He's farming up multiple kills. Just needs to keep this rifle going.
He really does need the rifle. He's got reinforcements coming back along, so they might be able to recover this.
Okay.
Or throw it away, perhaps.
FUT tried to supply the reinforcements and already did. Supplying the bodies.
Yeah.
EDG now. An opportunity. They don't want to let this one slip. These FUT are already the ones who have made it nice and open. Possibility for them backing away this time, though. FUT want to play this one with more discipline. Crossfire set up nade.
I'm still like,
Rebounding. A lot of angles to
Oh,
clear.
yeah,
Simon's going to be
obvious.
trying to take that first point of contact. Defuse. Trying to stick this half. Dizzy dealt with again, but the adjustment and the rifle aim not quite there for the EDG players. Definitely did some damage, don't get me wrong.
Oh, I thought you were
FUT will be
looking.
very happy that
can't see his
the Vandal got delivered
No, I
back
thought
to
you
them
were
as well.
looking at your
Can't
phone
pick
for-
that one up. But
It is on this.
so FUT can save it into the next round.
I can't.
It is going to mean, though, that 2 players have got to sit there with pistols.
It's
Because
Fnatic
if the
against
bonus had gone a bit
Zero.
better, they would have had full 5 rifles online.
And Genji against Heretic.
EDG doing damage to the economy. The only downside was, Ada Captain got so many
I didn't
kills.
can't find
He's
the
trying to
trip,
get
but
close to
I'll
that
let her
orbital strike. He's
say
only
the
2
story.
away. Could get into a
Try.
good position with it.
Gosh.
And then make a very unwinnable post.
Oh!
What a shot from
Wow.
CNED.
I got to see my
If he's
family
firing like this,
very long.
it's not just a chance.
Max
They might
got
even
to
be able
see-
to take this map. Shutting down a star
Family
player
is
of
massive.
China.
You didn't
Tell
even
them the
see-
story about your grandpa. 7 wives,
Shut up!
like
Somebody right
50
in
cousins, uncles. I was like, wow.
the angle.
Okay,
He knows
okay,
this is
so
fake.
I
and
was
then-
like, what? This is a big family. I only met like 12 of them.
Yeah, he only meant like
Closer
some.
look at the
Yeah.
time.
Okay, stop. Why are you exposing my family to the chat? And then we have nephews, right? We have 2 nephews, and they were obsessed. Okay, these kids are like skibbity toilet 6-year, like they 6-year-olds, and they're obsessed with like skibbity toilet, Roblox, etc. And
The whole time they're
The whole
just
time
on
they're
their
like,
iPad. They're like, here, play with me, play with me, here, play with me, play with me.
Yeah, it was crazy. These kids were were intense.
I mean, obviously, you've lost 2 players.
And
it's going to be very
yeah, they were
difficult.
like, Abang next,
And I
Abang
think
next.
the other factor that might
Yeah.
be playing into
They're
it
calling him
Yeah.
brother.
is
He's
that
their
if you
uncle,
go for
technically,
this,
but they
you
kept
take
trying to hold.
the
They were both
opportunity
holding
and you
his
lose.
hand like crazy.
I've
Well,
never been
between
around
that
kids,
failed
but
retake
like, I
attempt
think
and
I
the
lost
eco
a
that will
couple
come
more
afterwards,
brain
Mr.
cells.
Ford
He
than
was
you.
and
around
Ada
like
Captain are
15
all gonna
kids,
get up to
because
their
like
roles.
all of
Exactly. So
my
not only would you
all
lose
of
the
my
round,
like
likely,
cousins,
but you would
and
also send
aunties,
yourself
like,
spiraling away.
they all have.
If you've been watching Valorant at any
It's
point
now
this
that
week,
are-
you know it's going to be a death blow sentence. You can't
He
let
had
this
to hold a
composition get
baby,
going.
or he had to hold
Generating
a
the
little
ults, because at
girl,
that
and she
point you're
started
generating
crying.
execs.
I made a kid
Possibility.
cry.
Because she
I
was
looked up
not-
to her and I was like,
Convert that bonus round.
Because he's so
Hi.
awkward. He was never been around kids before. That was like his first interaction with
And
a
off the
kid
back of that
ever,
guy there,
and she
Cena.
started crying.
And this opener was fantastic. We've seen a couple of odd
And
moments
my
from
whole family
CNED
was
today
like,
where
"Damn, bitch."
he's missed
Switch
some
shot,
spots
square.
where you
Switch
expect him
shot
to get
for
it.
sure.
But most of what we've seen from the Turkish superstar is excellence. I mean, he's been going around taking
I think a
shots,
lot of Southeast
opening sights up for them on the
Really
entry.
good.
It's the rest of the team that needs to step up around him, I think, if they want to make this comeback a reality.
Rolling back the years a little bit, CNED. These kind of performances. One of 4 players at this event that could potentially lift the second champs trophy.
If FUT are the team.
wow,
that lifts
7-8.
the second champs trophy.
Oh, but Malik,
mean,
the change so
CNED
loud,
wasn't
no?
favoured to lift the first one. That one came out of nowhere
That's
with
very
Ascend in
true.
2021.
Very, very true.
Kale is.
But it is champs. I mean, that just shows you the fact that CNED has that trophy, shows you a lot of it is about turning up at the tournament. Having that form, having that excellence when it matters. That's what all
I'm
the Chinese
fucking
fans
nuts,
hope in EDG
please.
can do.
Actually,
as
no, I
well.
have to watch it.
But Kankan's going to get shut down. That light armor
Give
not
him
helping.
A bit of
something.
miscommunication, I think, as well, that
Give
sideline
him
was
something.
open. Right for the taking here, FUT. They're
Go
pouncing
get
on the
it.
chance. Another
Huh?
plant down, 2 players left to stand.
The
Smoggy
sleeping.
might just
Go
want to
put
save
it
this
on to
rifle.
fall
Simon can
asleep.
go hunting, poking around, maybe see
Put
if he
this
can
on
take
there.
some guns out of hands of them. But again, the
I
question
don't think
remains,
he'd fall asleep to my
do you want to be
voice.
generating these ults for them? Because one away, seen
I
is
would
the
fall
Fallen.
asleep.
They're holding on to these
I love your
angles.
thing.
Fallen's got it.
And CNED
Yeah, how come you have my Twitch open, you're listening to me, but you didn't fall asleep, huh?
So I don't think it's
I had a nightmare.
necessary
I
that
had
he goes
2
and hunts this
nightmares.
down, but he's going to go for it anyway. A death is fine here, by the way.
Yeah, at this point, I mean, he's got 5k in the bank, so ult for the next round. Happy with it.
Swaggy was farming last game too. He's still farming.
Probably going to be able to get a bite
He's
together.
19 and 6 or something. Now he's 16 and 6.
Do or die for FUT to chase this Vandal in spawn.
But the trouble is,
Thompson?
EDG at this point are losing track and growth
Both?
series, or at least the map, I should say.
The
Yeah.
map for sure.
Yeah.
The series is still looking good with them taking away FUT's map pick on Lotus. Like I said, Sunset, EDG.
To answer your
they'll be
question,
feeling really
Jason, yeah, I'd probably
confident
still
about
play the low suns in
that. At
every
the same
video
time,
game.
I'd love to close things out in 2. If you are
I've got arms.
EDG, who are currently taking the attack time to make sure that this doesn't snowball even further out of control.
I mean, so it was already an 8-4 half at the beginning.
And you win pistol, you win bonus, and suddenly you're right back in it as FUT.
Exactly.
And this is where the ults are massively important because
Alright,
as
you guys
much
wanna
as
play a
EDG
game?
come
Simon
up with
says
a game
subscribe
plan
to
here,
me.
It's got to be one that
Mosh, unconventional location for it. Jump spot and horn. Right, abound and through. Thrash is going to try and lead the way. Pave a chance, potentially going to get themselves into this side.
You know what we're gonna do about food? We're gonna sweep it off and you're not gonna feel hungry.
Rifle spray down, barely escaping off to the
I
side
think
as
that's a
well. This
great
fight's happening
idea.
all over the bloody place with a spike in his laps. Chichi might have done enough.
We have frozen
To
food, I
back away
think.
and survive here, barely getting
I
round
think
the
we have
corner.
one meal or
Rifle reload
something.
on point, spam through the corner. This guy
think we
is
have
low. But the damage done, as I
That
said
beef
prior,
that we
he's
bought
gonna
on
get
sale.
caught. Might be enough.
Okay,
And he
but
does
then we
it
have to
another
prepare
one.
that and cook that.
Yeah, I mean, there's
I
fire
really
from
feel like
every
cooking
single.
Oh, that'll
you.
take like 30
Reclear
minutes.
cord, EDG trying to go with this one a bit more pace as
I'll
well.
make some
Easy.
meatballs or
A TP,
patties.
reclear
Anything
around.
else I
Seen it,
can't
He's
do.
uploaded the ult
Oh,
as
no,
well.
it's-
Now
we're
everybody
gonna get
scatters
choppy
right
onion.
to the win. This is
Garlic.
just sloppy
Breadcrumbs.
gaming.
he's one shot as well.
together.
One
Yeah, that's
Vandal
pretty
body
easy.
shot.
Start
And he
the
goes
air
down in that
fryer,
situation.
like preheat
He's
the
popped
air
the ultimate
fryer.
there.
That would go
just
for
to
every
try
meal.
to
And put in a
stabilize
portion.
the round. So it's a 3v3 at the end of the day, and I think EDG
A
will be
meatball would be
super
just
happy
like
about
a-
how this one has turned out.
30
As
Okay,
bold
then
as
you
throw
have
it
to
in.
chop everything
You
still.
actually reset into a
Pretty
situation
chopping
where
of
they can
onions
win.
and that's it.
Haven't
Onion,
got the read correct.
ground
Two
beef, and
players
that's
defending
it.
A.
And some seasoning.
20 seconds remaining.
Or, yeah, or
Mushrooms.
onion.
Rotating away though. Simon.
You have a signature
wants to see
meal?
anything. He
Mosh.
thinks it's towards
What would
B.
be my signature meal?
There's that Marsh, nobody.
Push.
Waits
No,
it out,
probably
just
meatballs,
planting,
I'll
he's definitely
say,
clear this
yeah.
one
My
away, just
meatballs
trying to
are
walk up
fire.
onto the angle, he
And
does spawn in weak enough.
balls.
Bullet to the chest, as you already mentioned. Now down to that 2
That
That
versus
doesn't
3.
make sense.
Mosh overhead.
Balls.
Dizzy
And
alongside.
Oh, never mind, you're right.
Sorry.
I was thinking of M and
Man.
then B.
Get that first
Was,
tap tossed
um,
about wide,
yeah.
Simon. That is a
B?
Ferrari peak on
Yeah,
the
'cause
swing.
Max and then
Straight to the defense,
meatball.
jumping, hopping up onto the box.
the meat
EDG.
completely went past my mind.
They stem the bleeding.
Frustration for CNED. They had massive advantages in that round, and EDG took it away.
So it's from those kids.
Did they play something proactive? I mean, not necessarily at the start of the round. They had 4 players stacked over towards A, recognizing that Thrash shows
Your
from
sister was
most
here like
likely
an
gonna
hour
be
ago, by the
used
way.
either hookah or short. Pick one.
Downstairs.
Short.
Oh, yeah,
All right,
she
we'll stack A.
called
planted.
But then
Yeah, she was like, can you
the
wake up, cat?
escapades through
I was
the
like, nah,
teleporter,
she's sleeping. I'll just come down for
Yeah,
it.
cue the
And
Benny
then-
Hill theme, I think. That's just...
but it worked
Yeah,
out.
her car was locked
It did.
downstairs.
Sometimes that's what you need, an injection of that Chinese chaos that the region is known for.
I feel like I've completely
Now
different.
very different ults to come online.
Party at 3
She's
a.m.
a party
Close
girl.
To ones that are good in the post
And I'm
plant,
just-
not ones that are good to open
I
up
don't
a
even
site.
have it like
Whereas
I
EDG
don't
are
think
just
I've
starting to
put
get to
out-
their first of everything.
IRL.
Double stack up towards hookah here. Going for a push, EDG. It's all about timing.
No
I don't
way.
think we've ever had
Take
any.
this one again.
argument.
Attack play once broken. Good adjustment with the rifle lane,
I
but
don't
it's
think you've
traded.
hung out
So
with
4
any.
versus 4.
In the past
Standing
year.
round
I
18.
haven't.
Other than me.
Smokes up in their face. Foot. They have the position. Could try and explode out into this one, and they're going to do just that now. Nobody's got to push this one back and away. Prowler in his face nade as well. Got to respect that. Tiptoeing around
Do you
most of
deal
this
with
util.
that?
All
I
over the
think-
plan as well. That's wingman spray.
What did I do with my
Down and
meatballs last
away.
time?
Another chance
I made
here,
some.
but do they have a second wave of util? EDG might just try and
Oh,
put a
just
stop
a
to
meat
it. No,
file.
the captain gets that extension
I
and an
make my
ult
dinner.
orbital
I
strike
like.
to carry forwards into the next. It's good into this post plan, but
There's like this.
might be favoured.
They still have Molly as well.
Control over lamps. Held down, pre-fires around, C's dropped, and players alongside it. This is EDG winning this one out, forwards and away, rifles, crouch and spraying at a captain. He has no time
Sorry,
for us to
making a
take
little
this one.
crew.
Simon with the tap, it does force out that orbital strike,
Yeah,
but
making a
gang,
little
gang, my God, man, running them down. And EDG,
Chat,
they take away
10,000
another
subs. You'll reveal it to you guys. Our
Very
cooking
tight
book.
spacing there from EDG. Good
Insane.
coordination,
You guys
good
wanna
discipline.
eat
And
like
hitting
me
the
and
shots
aim
when it
like me?
matters too.
Whew. It's the
If
recipe.
FUT had maybe
10
been able to
Michelin
respond
star
once,
chef right here.
When
the
was
round
last
could have
time
been
you
very
took
different.
aim?
But they weren't. Two players, one caught by the
I just
C's,
aim and it goes
the other
somewhere. If
flicked
you know what
onto
I mean.
Cena, could not trade. In terms of the rifle skill today, EDG have turned up to a higher degree, I think, than FUT. Not every player, EDG and Cena, it's still... And they're just kind of looking at the pit, wondering whether they should be going inside it, pressuring it. They have no showers control. Normally, if you're going to pressure a pit like this, you need showers.
And this is where I think the weaknesses in terms of the amount of time FUT has put into this comp might be showcasing. Wide open just from the inability, I think, just to pass through some of these defensive setups. Kang with the op. Posted back up. Chances now at a captain. Top of the fountain. Stay alert.
He played
Which
Neo.
angle it's going to be? Barely a leg spotted out
I
and
think he
through.
played mid.
Even if you pressure him, though, he's got the showstopper in his back pocket.
Yeah.
I
So you can't run him down this time.
yeah, like, I don't know.
So we can afford to play this
They're
one.
like
A
average.
mid
Close.
performance. Yeah.
He doesn't even catch him to the corner. I mean, seeing it's failed to even clear this one
Yeah,
here,
they
it's
neon's
used as a
pretty
response.
hard
At
for
least EDG going to be
Jingg was
until
like
pulled back out of them. Belong controls
2 and
can see
18
them
or
giving up.
something.
Wingman spots it. Nobody. We're really going to try and
Yeah.
take this fight. Live and true here. It's a showstopper. It's already used preemptively. 25 seconds left. The door's
Yeah.
open, wide open. FUT. Doesn't matter, man. Slow play all you like here. Stumbling EDG. Struggling to even put a stop to it. TP pivots though. Round and round we go. Smoggy.
The
He's
smartest
ADS.
Twitch
He's locked it up.
user. You think this
Drops
guy's
down
the
to try and get
smartest
them
Twitch
into
user?
spot
That's
as well,
really
but the volley
easy.
stopped them from even getting this plant down. Barely enough
Oh,
time
that's
on the
just
clock
his
to do
name.
so.
But now that they
He
have
was like,
secured
what
the
does that
plan,
need?
the round almost unwinnable.
I don't
Smoggy
know.
was
think
the
he's
last
true to-
chance
You
for
tell
hope
us,
for
smartest
EDG.
What is that name?
They're beat
Yo, the
defense,
smartest Twitch
collapsing
user.
a
What's
little.
10 times 10?
FUT with a nice pivot through the teleport.
I'm just
What the
scratching my
fuck
head
is-
at that.
And square, huh?
At which part of it?
I mean,
know the
EDG's
answer.
defensive B, I think, is that they had every single tool necessary to stunt and just stop any sort of exec, and they used it all preemptively.
Yeah, normally, like I say, normally they're really good at being able to hold multiple cycles of that util. I think the big problem in this round
He doesn't.
for
He
them
didn't have
was
the
that
answer.
nobody
Timer
tried
right
to
now.
hop back
Pick
inside.
it up on
It's
Google.
good. Yeah, that's what he
That's
said.
exactly what I was saying.
Yeah.
He's
Our first ninja
Googling
defuse at a global
Yo,
event.
Mohammed, thank you for
I
the
don't think
tier
that's
1.
like it.
Appreciate you.
Yeah, the hop back into hookah from nobody, I think, was our first. Listen, the first that I've seen.
But yeah,
First
Kang
nobody
is
feed
like
of the day. I know he's 4 and
insane
15
on
on
Jet, so
the
his
scoreboard. He's,
offense
you know, he
is
hasn't
good,
been
but I feel like
throwing
a
his
lot of
life
people
away
that are
too
like
much.
that
But this one,
Yeah.
really good
walking
offer,
back into the
they
horns,
tend to struggle.
back into hookah, instead of backing off with the rest of your team, I think he was worried about
Yeah, that's
Historically,
harder.
Yeah, it's just like not.
maybe the
in-
brim altered his back.
But I know when he
It's a
plays
strange one.
that
Bit of a
and
head scratcher. EDG.
Yeah.
They're the ones who have to
His
make the
offing-
risks. Deep smoke, Prowler.
They
Dizzy.
started winning on
Gets that
attack when he
connection,
got
they
an
get
off.
footsteps.
Right,
Like, they
yeah,
haven't been
that's-
winning here at all.
Around
he's just
the
such a good
Rosie.
opper.
Mr. Fulham with a rifle, tried to pre-aim onto the corner, but he's going to
I'm
get
playing
pushed
linked after
pushed
now.
back. Out and
My
away,
knees
EDG
and-
have control, deep flanks occurring all
There
through the
you
middle
go.
of the map here.
15
Might be looking to try and
hours
take that fight, and the call is made by FUT to refight. They don't want to flip the map at all.
I'm streaming when everyone else is off, so I don't get 10 viewers again.
Plays. Kang's still behind. Prowler in their faces. Out of captain's wall.
That's crazy. Terry just averages 50k.
Sound
Like,
cues around chaos incarnate occurring before our bloody eyes. Stingers
only
away.
30k.
Only
That's why I
top
said
down.
not one.
Noise and time. Ball, but the shots fired and missed. The sheriff in hand can't get
Does
just
she
can't
eat all the
make it
food?
work.
Is that why she's
No,
looking
no,
or
no,
something?
she's been on.
This is,
Really?
as I said, all over the place. Chichu. Know where he is. They know they lost control of this one, but it is controlled in the end by FUT to bring it to that 10-10.
Both teams winning vitally important rounds, and then being able to secure follow-ups, so that the ults, I say, secure
No peek.
follow-ups.
You have one bullet left. Hey up, Chichu. There's no way, right?
If he wins
There's
this, I'm going to
absolutely
bed.
No way. 1v2.
They got the high low.
Captain's way ahead of it again. He pokes his head.
If he wins this,
Oh
I'm
my
going
God,
to
wait,
bed.
There's no way, guys. How did we mess it
In
up?
the slightest pre-aim into the wall.
Chichu, win this for
Really
me.
line, but this is so damn precarious.
Let me go to bed.
Retreat by Cracks. Backs away.
At some point, Shishu's got to go for the spike.
When does that timing come? Peeking through.
Yeah.
Uncertainty at the back of the mind of Cracks as well. Spots
Oh.
it.
Oh,
But
that's
just
so
a fade
close.
away shot, man. It is so damn messy.
Don't count him out of any round. My mistake there, assuming that FUT had got that one
It was the
sealed up.
brim that like
I mean, that was
Familiar
like
with
their
EDG's eco game, apparently.
Yeah, he was like trying to go forward.
Yeah, no,
Both teams have let slip opportunities. It looked like
Also,
FUT
he
had a
had
huge one to
sheriffs
be able
and-
to get back into the game, and it looked like EDG had it. You know, they were 10-8 up, ready to run away with things. Both teams fighting tooth and nail to stay in here on bind. And this is looking like it's going to be an A execute.
Or at least the showers take.
Well, the Mosh as well. Lineup thrown.
Now a Nightfall as well. Going to be used to supplement. Through the back of the side, Kang. It's an off-angle hold in through lamps as well. Has to be cautious. He's worried, but still takes the peek and a timing. Trying to make a go of things here. The call is made to try and fight this one. Showstopper in our hands has seen it. There's a danger. Kang though, he's weaved his way past most of this, and it just glides straight past him. Whistles through, a tap away.
Tap the bomb in the middle of all that.
I know. That's
Survives another
crazy.
day here. Chichudo rapidly approaching out for the side. There is chaos. Again occurring before our very eyes. Chichu, he's isolated. Caught into the corner. Out for showers here, just trying to make this one a bit winnable. Nobody to defuse is going to be pushed back and away in a rifle spam. Not enough. No players are surviving. EDG.
They have Thrash. Last time they tried to take it short. This time, looking somewhere different.
Alright, did you see the packages back there?
Just got to be scared of
They're
this.
right there. Huh?
Is that one? Snake by
I know what one of them is.
Let's break it with the Thrash there. A lot of bullets though going to be gliding right past along with the Dizzy. That's a connection haunt. Nothing to offset any of this util. FUT getting full value from this one, but they can't get into the back of the side. Doesn't even matter. They let the util do the work. To seize, it's Molly's organ being used in conjunction on one another, and with the rifle aim in hand, it's the only thing that could steady the course. EDG got to put a stop to this. Uncertainty here still. Kang.
Oh.
that was so cool.
This guy
That was sick.
unleashed another captain now to do so much more, pick up the pieces. One player left still onto the side. He's got to know that Smoggy might be here. Haunts there, picks up the spike, reload. Not even tapping, doesn't even
What?
expect it, but now
Yeah,
knows.
what's that?
Isolating the fight into the 1v1.
Oh, come on.
And another
Smoggy,
tap
come
here,
on.
Smoggy.
From
How the
different.
hell do you play this one out of captain? Not expecting still. Trained onto the angle,
Oh my
but
god,
Smoggy
let's go
finds it.
Smoggy.
And the 12th round, eventually, it was a laboured course to get there. But EDG smiled on their faces.
Smoggy is putting on a masterclass in terms of his smoke utility here as well. The smoke that he's putting down on the left side towards Cubby is actually allowing them so much control over backside. Look how difficult
he
it
got
is
double
in these
molly
replays
backside.
for FUT to try to break
On
through
the
that
Viper, yeah.
when they peek
And
that
Brent
was
Molly.
so-
through the smoke. Smoggy
Yeah,
pierces
just
the Merc.
Flying
So
back
you
side.
get to
Should
play
be
the
able
game.
to deliver them the final kill in a 1v1 clutch. Kang, back to the old classic, the old reliable of the op and the showstopper. They're leaving in B side completely
God, dude, thank you
to
for
deal
the
with on his
tier
own.
1 eat ones. Appreciate
Everyone
you.
else on EDG stacks A, making the read.
Dizzy still getting that connection. Nobody will pick that one back up.
And he's
Leaving
rough
ramps
this-
nice and empty just because of that orbital strike out of
Oh.
captain holding on to it. Don't want to fall
If
for
they
it.
was the game's over.
How are FUT going to get the read that there's 4 players on
I
this
don't know
side?
why I thought it was 11.
I thought
Sleepy
it was
head.
10-11.
Smoke's a
Sleepy
prime. It's now
head.
going to be dropped
Hey,
down
no,
here.
why
Now
am
the
I
orbital
jet
strike
lagged?
alongside
How many
the
fingers
cell.
is this?
Space does have to be given up with the haunt up and over. Reveal onto the 2. Nade's going to rebound. CNED, you're
How
so
many fingers did I
vulnerable.
hold?
Up, still trying to play on this.
That-
How many
when-
fingers
when you-
was
when
it?
there's-
How many
oh,
fingers
oh,
was it?
you're blind.
Used
How many
from either
fingers
side
are
here.
And then I'm like, bro,
There's a
like you can.
skirmish occurring.
I might be
Showers
crazy
control
blind.
is
I might be
EDG's. And with it,
like, I can
the round almost inevitable. And
General
captain a mad dash away.
Let's go,
into the
EDG.
open arms. EDG.
Yeah,
A
W.
terrible finish for their opening game of champs.
G.
Let's go.
What a way to start things off here in Seoul. Instantly dispelling all of the bad vibes that were acquired.
Nice one
During
by
their-
EDG.
to
Paper
then
X when
instantly 2-0
G2
dismiss
and
another EMEA
this one was
team
like a 50-50.
that's fallen
I need
to a
Pacific to
Chinese
win.
squad. This one not necessarily an underdog match.
I don't.
I think a lot of people would have
I
favoured
like
EDG in the game, but a 2-0